Okay, so you're ready to boost your dating confidence. And wow, you sent over a ton of interesting stuff for us to look at.
Yeah, lots to dive into.
Yeah. Looks like we've got excerpts from like texts on dating confidence. We've got affirmations for like all the different stages of dating, and then also how to actually use those affirmations. You're really serious about this, huh?
Absolutely. It seems like you want to really understand how to use these tools to like really build up your confidence in dating.
Yeah. So let's get to it. Let's dive deep.
All right, sounds good.
So one thing that I noticed right off the bat, going through all this material, is that it's not really about like tricks or, just trying to like fake it till you make it.
Right.
It seems like it's really about building a strong sense of like self-worth.
Absolutely. Yeah. One of the things that really struck me was this idea of like, real dating confidence comes from within.
Yeah.
It's not about trying to be someone you're not or, manipulating others. It's about cultivating this really deep sense of self-worth and self-acceptance.
Okay, so it's an inside job.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so then I guess like, how do we do that? One of the phrases that really jumped out at me when I was looking through all this was embracing confidence. And that feels different than just like be confident.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
What's the like nuance there?
One of your sources actually contrasts this like really well. There's a difference between someone who might appear confident on a date, but like internally they're like battling all these insecurities and self-doubt,
right?
Versus someone who might not like fit that typical confident image,
right?
But they just radiate self-assurance because they're comfortable in their own skin.
Yeah.
Like they're not trying to be anyone else. And that's really, I think, what embracing confidence is all about. It's about aligning your inner world with your outer actions.
That makes total sense. I mean, we've all met those people who like, you can tell they're trying to like project confidence.
Oh, absolutely.
But it's like, oh, wobbly,
Yeah, totally. It's like a facade almost.
Yeah.
And so this idea of embracing confidence is really about being genuine and authentic. It's not about denying your flaws or pretending to be perfect.
Right.
It's about acknowledging those things with kindness and understanding and still choosing to like show up as your best self.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we've kind of established like that genuine confidence, like from the inside out, is like super important.
Yeah.
But then like, how do we apply that confidence to the different scenarios that we face in dating?
Right.
Because it's like, okay, I feel confident, but like put me on a date and like, the nerves are going to come out. And
absolutely. Yeah. What I found really interesting about your source material is how they talk about stage-specific affirmations. So it's not just about having these like general affirmations that you repeat,
Right.
It's about tailoring your affirmations to the specific anxieties and challenges that might come up at different points in the dating journey.
Ooh, okay. I like that. So it's like almost like being intentional.
Exactly.
Like really thinking about like, where am I at in this process?
Right.
What are the challenges I'm facing right now? And how can I use these affirmations to address that?
Exactly. And like, for example, in the initial stages when you're like open to meeting new people, one of the biggest fears people have is rejection.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Right. But your sources offer this really great affirmation. I am open to meeting new people and forming genuine connections.
I like that.
Right. And it shifts your focus from like fear of rejection to excitement of possibility.
Right. Yeah.
Like you're putting yourself out there and you're open to whatever comes.
I love that. And then like, what about as you move into the like first date phase?
Yeah. So first dates, can be nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But you have an affirmation like, I am confident and engaging and I enjoy getting to know others.
Yeah.
It emphasizes self-assurance.
Yeah.
You're putting your best self forward. And it also reminds you to enjoy the experience, right? Like getting to know someone new can be fun.
Yes. I love that. And then like, what about rejection? Because like, inevitably that's going to be part of the process.
Well, absolutely. Rejection is a part of life, right?
Right.
But it doesn't have to define you.
Right.
So one of your sources had this really powerful affirmation, and it says, I am worthy of love, and rejection does not define me.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right. It reminds you that you are inherently worthy of love and that one person's opinion doesn't change that.
Right. Okay, so these are all great affirmations, but how do we actually like use them, right? Because it's like, okay, I can read them, but how do we like actually make them work in our lives? Like, do we just stand in the mirror and repeat them?
Well, there's definitely more to it than that.
Yeah.
One of your sources talks about the power of visualization. And this is really interesting. So basically, you imagine yourself in a situation where you want to feel confident, like let's say a first date.
Right, right.
And you visualize yourself walking into the venue feeling calm, composed, engaging in conversation effortlessly.
Oh, I like that.
And the more vividly you can imagine it, the more your mind starts to believe it's possible.
Right. So it's like almost like creating a mental blueprint.
Exactly. You're training your mind to respond in a confident way.
Yes. Okay, and then another thing that I saw mentioned was journaling.
Oh, yes. Journaling is so powerful. It's not just about mindlessly repeating affirmations. It's about like really reflecting on the meaning of each one and how it applies to your life. Like you could even write down specific situations where you want to feel more confident.
Right.
And then craft affirmations that are tailored to those scenarios.
Oh, I love that. All right, so it sounds like the key here is like consistency.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like building any other habit.
Totally.
It's like you have to make it a part of your routine.
Right. And it doesn't have to be anything complicated, right? You could incorporate these affirmations into your morning routine, write them down in a gratitude journal, or even just like take a few minutes each day to reflect on them. It's about finding what works best for you and making it a consistent practice.
Perfect. Okay, so I think we've covered a lot of ground. Like to kind of wrap this all up, it sounds like all these sources are really pointing to this idea that true dating confidence, it's an inside job.
Absolutely.
Like it starts with nurturing self-acceptance and then using affirmations as tools to strengthen that foundation.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
No.
And what's really cool about this approach is that it doesn't just benefit your dating life, right?
Right.
It kind of spills over into other areas of your life too.
Totally.
As you cultivate self-acceptance and embrace confidence, you're going to find that it impacts your relationships, your career, your overall well-being. It's like this ripple effect.
It's like this self-love bomb.
Yes, exactly.
That explodes into all areas of your life.
I love that.
Okay, so as you go forward and keep exploring these ideas, one thing I would encourage you to think about is, like, where are you at in your dating journey right now?
Right.
Like, what stage?
Yeah.
And then think about the affirmations that resonate most with you for that stage.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. You know, try different affirmations, see what feels powerful, what feels a little forced, you know. It's a journey of self-discovery, so be patient with yourself and enjoy the process.
Perfect. All right, well, I think that's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Great deep dive.
Awesome. This was fun.
Thanks.
All right, until next time.